So for this video, we're going to be talking about Beyblade Burst Super Z episode 30, and there's a lot that actually happens in this episode, and I actually enjoyed this episode a lot. So let's talk about it. So the episode continues where it leaves off with Hearts defeating Aiga in the first round with a burst finish with dead impact, and he taunts Aiga, and everyone's cheering for Achilles and Aiga, and he does not want to lose. So after that, he reminds Aiga of what he said previously, where it's that he'll beat him the first round with a burst, and he'll beat him the second round with a burst. Hearts and Dead Hades are not serious in this match. Like, you can tell when someone's serious in a match. Same with Fi previously, and I'm gonna get to that in a second, because it confirms my theory from before. Every hit that Dead Hades gets, it's like he feels the evil energy from Aiga, because Aiga is slowly getting triggered into that evil energy. He starts to do heavy breaths. His heartbeat gets more intense. And then after, when Achilles keeps on attacking him, he finally, I don't know if he's absorbing it or if he just feels the energy, but then after, he basically says he's gonna like punish Aiga, and he uses a really cool, really cool special move called Dead Gravity. And Dead Gravity is so cool because it traps the Bey in a sphere, and then after the Bey gets bounced around so many times and an explosion happens. I really like that. That was a really awesome special move. So when Aiga loses, his dark heart, grows more. That just means his evil side when I say dark heart. And this actually really just starts to add up, because think about it like this. Aiga just beat Volt. He broke his Bey, but he beat the one person I guess you could say he would look up to and that he wanted to beat. That was his only priority. He beats him. And then after he beats Fi, someone who has been a huge challenge since the Battleship Cruise tournament. And then after going through all of that, some random person comes in that he doesn't even know and defeats him with ease. And he gets super upset, which is what we've seen before, how Aiga gets very upset when he loses. So he's then after approached by some evil guy in the group, and he gives him a letter, an invitation, and I need to find out what the name is. I think it's what did I write down? I wrote something Dead Claw or something like that. And he's basically told Hearts was not serious at all. He barely used any percent of his power, from what I could tell. And Aiga is just thrown off completely, just really angry at himself for losing. And his friends try to approach him, but he keeps on pushing them away. And he goes to Bey Gold Mine, he's destroying all these Beys easily. But something I actually like is that Akaba Aiga and Screw Trident actually beats Achilles the same way he did in their first original match. And Aiga's so upset because now he's losing to everyone. And he doesn't know, what he's doing. And all this is doing, all they're trying to do is basically push Aiga with his evil power to, grow further so he's fully corrupted with the Bey. So then after, Suo challenges Aiga to get payback from the Battleship Cruise. They have a pretty good match. Near the end, Aiga uses his dark power, and Suo sees his eyes change and everything, and he beats Suo. But this isn't before where it's just during the match, he just has those eyes. No, literally after the match, Aiga just has fully purple eyes and everything. You know how before it'd be Photoshop of a thumbnail and oh, it's evil Aiga. No, this time it's actually happening. Wow. Just wow. So after this, Suo basically talks to Fubuki about their match, and I guess he reminds Fubuki of how he lost to Aiga, so he shouldn't think about challenging him. And Aiga and Achilles, it's not like before, where he would launch the Bey would be fine, but then after he'd get more aggressive and have his dark energy. No, when he's practicing, his Bey is filled with a dark aura, and we literally hear it in his voice. The dark energy is becoming more and more corrupt with Aiga, and that's what they're trying to do with this arc, I guess. They're going to try to approach Aiga, try to bring him to the dark side, and they're pushing him more and more with all these losses and everything. And for the preview, Hearts is the champion. which, by the way, Aiga lost his status on like the first day, which is a rip. But we actually see Kyle versus Free, which Kyle is part of that, I'm gonna say just the Dead Claw group, or the evil group, I should say. I don't know. Is it Dead Claw? Because that's what I heard the guy saying. So, regardless, it's Kyle versus Free. Free is not taking it seriously at all. It looks like they're gonna destroy Kerbeus. But this is a very important episode because next week, it is the Cho-Z Valkyrie episode where we see Volt remaking his Valkyrie into Cho-Z Valkyrie. And I think this is going to be like the third time in Cho-Z that we see Shu, because we see him on the phone, I'm pretty sure, just talking. Some overall thoughts, I think this is actually a good episode of Burst. It sets up a good arc for Aiga. The Bay battles were really intense and awesome. I actually am really enjoying Dead Hades is going to be my new favorite Bay, because before it was Revive Phoenix, but now there's Dead Hades. I mean, there's going to be some other Bays, like, what was it, Earl Knight has probably Shadow on Materials, and there's, from what people are saying, the other one in the group has Orbegus, but I'm just excited to see where this goes. Of course, tell me your thoughts in the comment section below, but as always, have an awesome and amazing Burstful day.